Hey, it's David of Strong by Elite. Thanks for tuning in. I want to talk to you about a very common topic, and it pertains to goals. Should you have goals or not? Oh, this sounds like a stupid question. Of course we should have goals. That's a stupid question. Conventional common wisdom says you should have goals because people who have goals are more likely to achieve whatever they set out to do. Statistics show that if you have goals, and especially if you write them down, you're 60-70% more likely to achieve their goals than somebody who doesn't. Well, I think that's pretty obvious. That's straightforward. What about for the people who do set goals and don't achieve them? Because remember, the statistics only show 60-70%. 100% of people do not achieve their goals. Why is that? I also think those statistics can be a little bit misleading because it's only a small sample size. As a personal trainer, we are taught to help our clients establish goals first and foremost. Is one of the very first things that we're taught to do, because if our clients can't identify goals, then they're probably not going to be serious. They don't have clarity. Goals help establish clarity. I am going to push back a little bit and say that goals aren't the end all be all. In fact, when I talk to somebody, goals are not the first things that I want to know. I want to know, what are they currently doing right now? How long have they been doing what they're currently doing right now? And what have they done in the past? Because if you have specific goals, let's say you want to lose 30 pounds. You said you've been wanting to lose 30 pounds for the past 3 years. Why haven't you lost those 30 pounds yet? That's, I think, something that we need to be more aware of. And rather than goals, I think we should evaluate and look at readiness to change. I mean, readiness to change is a pretty common subject, especially in the health and fitness community. As when we take counseling classes, we are taught the readiness to change stages. There are about 5 stages in which, stage 1 is somebody's not aware that they need to change. Stage 2 is somebody's aware. Stage 3 is they took the first step. Stage 4 is they're in the process. And stage 5 is they're self-sustaining. They might not need as much motivation and accountability as somebody who is stage 1 or 2. But I would venture to say that many people are not ready to change. There are people, I have seen them, I have witnessed them. I would say 75% of the people I have worked with do not end up achieving their goals, their initial goals at least, not because they didn't have goals, not because they came to me and they decided not to work hard, but I think it's because they weren't mentally ready. They weren't ready for the demands and the compromises that they had to acquiesce to in order to achieve certain goals. There are a lot of compromises involved in living a healthy lifestyle. You need to eat better. You need to get more sleep. You need to manage your stress better. You need to not let toxic people bring you down. You might need to cut away a little bit more of the fluff, and some people just aren't ready to do that. And establishing goals, just saying that you have goals isn't enough to combat all of the environmental and social factors, because the 2 main reasons that people struggle to achieve their health and fitness goals, their support network and their environment. So the people hanging around them and then the environment that they're hanging out in. Ask yourself, are you ready to achieve your goals? Are you ready to just take one extra step, a different step than what you're currently doing right now? I think that's probably more important than establishing SMART goals. We know, most of us know what SMART goals are. SMART goals means specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, time-based. Many of us can say, I want to lose 15 pounds in 6 months because I have a wedding that I want to get to and I want to go to the gym 5 days a week for an hour each time. That's the definition of a SMART goal. It gives people a lot of clarity, a lot of direction. Yet there are people out there who, despite establishing SMART goals, don't achieve their goals. And that's because right here, they're not mentally ready. And I think that's more important. So let's take a look at that. Let's evaluate whether or not our readiness to change is there, whether or not that's aligned with our goals. Because if you're not ready mentally to accept knowledge, to accept education, to compromise on some of your current behaviors that are compromising your results and compromising your ability to change, then I don't think no amount of education and knowledge will get through. It might go in one ear and out the other. I think that's a little bit more of an issue of susceptibility and sensitivity to education. All right. So are you ready? Are you ready to change? And if you're ready to change, the only thing you really need to do right now is one thing that is different than what you're currently doing. If you have any questions, shoot them over to me at david@strongwildly.com. I look forward to hearing from you.